A blue collar working black man is not going to cut it. For some black women that are completely in control of their emotions, that have their emotions balanced, that can read literature past the 12th grade level, that does read literature very often past the 12th grade level. For the women that are just intelligent, that are aware of their childhood traumas, that have everything within them.
I don't know what it is, but something about a blue collar man, fine as hell.
So I grew up in Odessa, Texas, and I swear it affects the men that I like. It's so crazy. So where I'm from, there's a lot of Hispanic men. Also, my family is blended. So I usually I'm very drawn towards like Mexican men. And I was talking to my older brother. My older brother's Mexican, by the way. And he was like, why don't you like this type of guy, this type of guy? And I was like, Bubba, I need a man I can cook lunch for. I'm not messing with no man that go into an office button down, suit and tie. I don't know what's wrong with me.
You want to know what I think could be one of the biggest trick bags is thinking that what a man has or what he spends on himself is in some way a reflection of what he'll do for you. Y'all never been bamboozled by a man dripped in designer. I mean, they low-key be the cheapest ones.
Let me tell you, y'all can keep the men that sit in the desk and wear a suit all day. All right, give me a blue collar man. I make my own money, so these men that sit at the desk can't do nothing for me, okay? But them blue collar men, them men be handy and they gonna make sure I'm good.
So I was talking to my sister about my dating life, and then she was like, oh, it sounds like you want a blue-collar man. She's married to a blue-collar man. She was like, first of all, what are we doing spending our nights at Marathon if that's the type of man you're looking for? First of all, not too much, okay? Anyway, she was like, we need to go to like the Home Depot, the Lowe's. No, baby, I figured it out today. The blue-collar men, yes, you can go there looking for them, but they busy while they right there. You feel me? They locked in. They're trying to get their supplies to go do some men's work around this motherfucker. You need to go to the food spots.
House cleaning before we get started. For those who are rocking with me from day one, I appreciate the support. For those who may be new here, coming in out the door, for your boy, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, get it cracking in the comments. Every bit of your engagement absolutely helps promote your boy into the YouTube algorithm. I thank y'all for the support. Now, let's get to it. Drop the video. Let's go.
A blue collar working black man is not going to cut it. For some black women that are completely in control of their emotions, that have their emotions balanced, that can read literature past the 12th grade level, that does read literature very often past the 12th grade level. For the women that are just intelligent, that are aware of their childhood traumas, that have everything within them totally under wraps. They are more so going to the white collar black man, because the blue collar black man works with his hands. He doesn't have to work with this. So for certain black women, that blue collar brother is not it. He's not going to fit. Now I understand, everybody in America, especially men, are, well, black men are, I got a job. But for some of us black women, your blue collar is not enough. It's not enough. And that is going towards the development, the intellectual growth. So I understand certain black women that be like, I can never do it, but I don't do men. A black man with a job, a blue collar? No. White collar me, baby. I understand for certain that percentage of black women. I get it.
I get it. And what I do get is, it's 2025 and you live in America, and black women, white women, Asian women, yellow, purple, and green women have the absolute right to date and marry whom they choose. But what you don't have the right to do is to sit up here with pseudo-intellectualism behind thinly veiled elitism and classism and pass that off as a dating standard of preference. Punching down on blue-collar men is utterly ridiculous. You don't have to date blue-collar men if you don't want to, ma'am. No one has a pew-pew to your head forcing you to date these men. But what y'all are not going to do is get on social media and feign as if these men are somehow scum of the earth because they choose to work with their hands. And a point you made is that blue-collar men work indeed with their hands and they don't have to use their intellect or their mind, which is an absolute, just horrid thing to say when, in fact, a lot of high-level blue-collar men are skilled trade jobs. They go to school for those jobs, ma'am, and guess what they have to do when they're in school? Use their mind, their brain. And a lot of those blue-collar, high-skilled jobs or trade-skilled jobs, are 6 figures and up. Yeah, your plumbers, your electricians, your HVAC workers, these guys that have their own lawn service, lawn companies, landscaping companies, uh, all these type of various trade skill jobs that these men are doing outstandingly well. They're outstandingly well in these jobs, I meant to say. And you get on here with this classism, because that's what it is. It's classism, and try to pass this off as a dating standard or preference. It's just bigotry and misandry. Y'all know that's my favorite word, but it really is. And here's my question to a lot of women like this who try to come off as pseudo intellectual. You know, I went to school and I earned a degree because you sat in a course study and were certified through that course study through a degree at the end of it. But what we're not going to do is allow you to punch down on the working class as if going to a university or a college to gain a degree in course study is somehow synonymous with intelligence, when it's not. Education and intelligence isn't synonymous. It's not. And you clearly show that with this ridiculous post you have on display here, that your education or lack of it isn't synonymous with intelligence, I should say. It's not. Because you have to be an utter bigot to produce content like this and do it with a straight face and think that no one is going to come for you. We see you and we're coming for you.
I don't know what it is, but something about a blue collar man, fine as hell. Fine as hell every single time. And he gonna treat you right. The only problem is he don't got money like that. He don't have money like that to sustain it.
So I grew up in Odessa, Texas, and I swear it affects the men that I like. It's so crazy. So where I'm from, there's a lot of Hispanic men. Also, my family is blended. So I usually I'm very drawn towards Mexican men. And I was talking to my older brother. My older brother's Mexican, by the way. And he was like, why don't you like this type of guy? And I was like, Bubba, I need a man I can cook lunch for. I'm not messing with no man that go into an office button down, suit and tie. I don't know what's wrong with me. And I've been living in Dallas for 7 years. And for me, it's always going to be a blue collar man. A blue collar man. I just be like, oh, they work so hard. And then don't let you be able to speak Spanish. Don't let you. Oh, my heart. Real bad.
You want to know what I think could be one of the biggest trick bags is thinking that what a man has or what he spends on himself is in some way a reflection of what he'll do for you. Y'all never been bamboozled by a man dripped in designer? I mean, they low-key be the cheapest ones. It's maybe because they have money, they want to make sure that you're not there for the money. I don't know, it's something weird going on with that. But these blue-collar workers, get you a construction worker, a UPS driver, a garbage man, okay? Look, don't be the ones that be like, hey, babe, here go a couple dollars, go get your nails done, Now, you may have to add on a little bit, because it's only going to be about $50, but it's would you rather have a man that had $100 and gave you $10, or a man that had $10 and gave you $10? More of the story. Stop counting these men money.
Let me tell you, y'all can keep the men that sit in the desk and wear a suit all day. All right, give me a blue collar man. I make my own money, so these men that sit at the desk can't do nothing for me, okay? But them blue collar men, them men be handy and they gonna make sure I'm good. My car is gonna be running. I'ma always have oil in that bitch. My house is gonna be the baddest bitch on the block, inside and out. And if something does happen to me and I get stuck on the side of the road, oh, daddy coming to get me and fix it. And all he want when he get home after a long day of work is a hot meal. Papa, what you want? Dry rub steak? Homemade lasagna? Benin? Come on and put your feet up, baby, okay? Let mama take care of you.
So I was talking to my sister about my dating life, and then she was like, oh, it sounds like you want a blue-collar man. She's married to a blue-collar man. She was like, first of all, what are we doing spending our nights at Marathon if that's the type of man you're looking for? Bitch, first of all, not too much, okay? Anyway, she was like, we need to go to like the Home Depot, the Lowe's. No, baby, I figured it out today. The blue collar men, yes, you can go there looking for them, but they busy while they right there. You feel me? They locked in, they trying to get their supplies to go do some men's work around this motherfucker. You need to go to the food spots at their lunch break. You need to be at the taco trucks, the food trucks, somewhere similar to like something like Grand Central Market. But that's where they be at. Go around like between 11:30 and 1:30. You feel me? Take your laptop, work from home, work from there. You see your man, because the niggas that's married, you feel me, or they got a bitch, they making their food for me. The single niggas, they gotta eat. You know, so you walk up to them, hey, how you doing? Oh my gosh, no one's cooking you a warm home cooked meal? Let me fix that, baby. Boom, got him. Blue collar, you feel me? If you're not a cooker, it's very simple. Go to Bossa Nova, go to Two Homemades, Flavor Table, order something, repackage it, put it on a plate, baby. He's gonna be so tired when he get home from doing man's work all day, from being in the field, you feel me? He's not even gonna notice. It's gonna be fine. I figured out the formula, ladies. I never tried.
Thank you, ladies, for your content celebrating blue collar men and actually telling women where to find them at. Let me say this: blue collar men have degrees or varying degrees of earning potential, depending on their skill set and what they're doing and where they are. Just like white collar workers, right? Because you can have a guy that wears a white collar and show up to work and he works in a mailroom, or he's an entry level employee that's making $25,000 a year. Just because a guy has on a white collar doesn't make him a high earner. It just doesn't. And that first lady, like I said, pseudo intellectualism, not taking time to do research. If she did, she would know this. I wouldn't have to put this information on my post to show that there are varying degrees of high earning potential where the blue collar man falls with his skill set and his experience. See, if she did her research, she would know that. But the late, great Kevin Samuels actually coined the phrase. He called them blue Henrys, right? High earners, not rich yet. And it's a fantastic turn of coin, right? Or coin a phrase. It simply means that he acknowledged the fact that blue collar workers have the potential to be six-figure earners and higher. And he oftentimes spoke about that on his show. And I think some women who are poorly educated with the earning scales in America, who just go off emotions and social media banter and prattle, believe that blue collar men are these grunt workers who just pick things up and move things around, and it's a low skill level job and they don't make any money. Where, yes, it may be true that they work with their hands. There's nothing wrong with working with your hands, by the way. America is literally built and maintained by people working with their fucking hands. So to act as if working with your hands is somehow demeaning all of a sudden, can't talk today, all of a sudden, and that it's somehow, beneath your intellectual prowess to work with your hands, it's ridiculous. Because if not for blue collar men working and maintaining this country, a lot of women like the first lady wouldn't be able to sit up in a home with a camera and lights and record asinine content demeaning these men for their labor. These men are the backbone of America. They are. And just because they work with their hands, no way denotes the fact that they lack intelligence. It's just stupid to believe something like that. That because a guy has a trade skill, he's of lower intelligence. Where do you pull that from? Your ass, maybe? Because it makes little or no sense at all. An electrician is a guy that has to be very well versed in math and understand math and measurements. So do plumbers, right? So do a lot of other skilled trade crafts. These guys have to have a certain level of intelligence, I should say, to actually execute the job. So to get on here on social media and make this content and try to demean these men, belittle these men, and act as if black women somehow, because they're going to school and getting educations, and by the way, they're the most enrolled and most likely to drop out after about a year or two. Did you actually look over that stat as well? I bet you didn't. But just because black women, and congratulations to any black woman that goes to school and makes something of herself, I'll never take anything away from my people. And I'm talking about black people, whether they go to school, traditional colleges or university, or trade schools. I'm never going to demean black people for getting theirs. But what I'm not going to allow is a black woman to make a post demeaning black men because they choose to work with their hands. We ain't doing that in 2025. And if y'all want to continue to make content like this, people like me, I'm going to come for you. And I'm going to present the facts. And I'm going to tear your little rinky-dink argument apart. Because at the end of the day, I know several blue-collar men who are doing quite well for themselves. And they have a stable life, a stable income, and their family has stability, which is all that matters. So all this bullshit that y'all go out into the dating market looking for, I hope you find it. And I hope it finds you. But leave blue-collar workers alone. You know why? Because they aren't doing anything to you. They haven't done a foul to you. They haven't made posts demeaning women because they go to college. No. What men are saying is your education doesn't make you valuable in a relationship, which it doesn't. Just like his earning potential doesn't make him valuable in a relationship, because it's not a testament of character, morals, and values. It's just a way to earn a living. And just like your education is just a way to be trained. In a relationship, it really holds no weight. Now, if you want to start getting to class and certain levels of intellectual elitism, fine. You can be off into that bag as much as you like, but you're not going to shit on the blue-collar workers. You're just not, and I'm not going to allow you to do it. That's all I got, man. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Get it cracking in the comments. I see y'all in the credits. 2 fingers. Peace. I'm out. Catch y'all in the next one. Keep it pimping. Like Jesus.
You think that what we're fighting about is stupid. Just cause you don't agree don't mean it's stupid. Lately communication feels so useless.